Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas.
My name is Ryan.
Speaking of opportunities in our playlist, we have a little playlist going on down here below. So if you're new to crypto, welcome. We've got how to start your secret crypto journey, which goes into one of our favorite blockchains in the IBC secret network because it's premium layer one privacy solution and the dApp's being built, but it walks you through a Kepler wallet, which opens you up to what we love to talk about, which is the IBC. And we talk about actually a lot of blockchains on the IBC. We talk about Osmosis, one of our favorite blockchains. It's our premium IBC DEX AMM, and they kind of pioneered the fair drop model that we see others using that rewards engagement. And what else? We talk about.
Well, we talk about JUNO.
We talk
the
about
smart
JUNO,
contract,
Atom,
and we also talk about Terra, the premier algorithmic stablecoin.
We talk about a lot of these actually, and there's a lot to talk about. Stargaze, persistence. We talk about airdrops, and that's the idea, is that it's one of the most innovative networks of blockchains, unlike the EVM models with Ethereum and Avalanche and Harmony One and Fantom. You don't see, even within the dApps built on those chains, these cross reward structures that people who are members can get airdrops cross chain and cross application.
Right.
But we do have a playlist.
You do. I was going to say, but you do see that in the IBC.
Absolutely. And a lot of our airdrops go into that. We have airdrops and crypto opportunities. We talk about once you get involved with these proof of stake blockchains, picking validators. There are many validators that specialize in one chain or go to different chains, the IBC, but they're all providing value to the community and in many other things that you can support and get behind to make the world a better place. And we have explainers and tutorials. We may be able to walk you through an explainer tutorial today. We like to show you what it looks like to take your Web 3.0 wallet. And it's all about education. That's what this channel is about. We have been researching and fumbling our way through this for a few years, and enjoy sharing the development of blockchain, its relationship to the economy at large, and how it's, shaking up and creative destruction, creating alternative solutions to previous institutions. And we've got a playlist about that.
That's right. Macro outlook. And we'll have another one of those coming up shortly.
But to continue with our airdrop, so you mentioned earlier JUNO, and JUNO has been another innovator and pioneer in airdrops for the IBC.
And
talk about Neta.
So we have Neta was huge. Yes, was exactly.
Huge, and it rewarded participation, and they have others that do the same. So this is the latest. We want to get this out to people now, because the sooner you participate in this airdrop, the more you will benefit. It comes out in stages. Before we talk about the airdrop and what that looks like, we've got this website right here to talk about this Fortis Oeconomia and what it's all about.
Right. Yeah, it's a nice looking website. It's pretty clean. They definitely have a focus on economics and game theory and incentives. And I think the broad, we kind of looked through the white paper a little bit this morning, but I think the broad concept they're shooting for here is to try to create a DeFi ecosystem that is not zero sum, not a zero sum game, but rather a positive sum game. So what does that mean? Well, a zero sum game basically means that whatever interaction in the game occurs, the winners, whatever is won, whatever profit is achieved, it comes at the expense of the losers. So when you add the gains and the losses together, you get a zero sum. Now, the idea would be if we could move towards a positive sum game, so that all players can experience some kind of a gain, and not doesn't require there being a dedicated loser class, right? So that's the idea. They call it the one for all for one protocol. And the idea is to bring some fairness and some better tokenomics, better game theory to how DeFi works out. And I think you mentioned earlier that this is kind of like a curve protocol on the IBC. And I think that's probably the best way to think about this.
And they also, and we'll link all, of course, all of this is educational, entertainment information. We are just learning this as we go along and sharing with you. And we make our mistakes and learn from our mistakes, and have been for years. And sometimes it pays off, especially in blockchain and crypto. So we encourage you to do your own research. This is not commercial, legal, financial, marital, medical advice. It's just us sharing our perspectives and dropping that alfalfa for you, and see if any of this information can help you out in your crypto journey. You're going to hear some things you're like, oh, that resonates. Yeah, I dig it. And some things are going to come out and you'll be like, wait, did he misspeak, or is that just wrong? And it could be this and that, this or that, who knows? But that's why sift it, do your own research.
Yes.
And enjoy the journey and the learning process. Because if you're just now getting involved and learning about this, you're ahead of the curve. This is
Right.
still the very, very early days, the beginning of this technology. And it doesn't take a long time to catch yourself up when you start,
No doubt.
taking a little time to read behind it. But yes, so we talked about like a curve, which is this liquidity pool aggregator, I guess, for
Yeah.
Ethereum ecosystem. And
Well, we could talk about the Legionnaire coins, because that's real simple to understand before we get into the living liquidity pools, which I think is what you're talking about. They say in the white paper there's 6 subsystems that are going to make up Fortis Oeconomia, and the first is these Legionnaire coins, and these are coins that can be borrowed or rented out depending on your situation. And you can then use this capital to take advantage of a pool or to take advantage of DeFi. So if you don't have any capital, no any coins, and you see a favorable opportunity, this would be a way to borrow, and to then have some of that gain would be paid to whoever was renting those coins to you. But this is a lending borrowing layer on Fortis.
so I think it's Fortis Oeconomia.
There we go. So is it Italian?
I don't know. We'll come up with different ways of saying that. But
Yes.
yeah, it's like, so imagine Curve, where you've got these large pools where you can provide liquidity in stable coins, right? And I think they're going to have an aspect to that as well, right? We've shown in the past for MIM, where you would provide Tether, DAI, US, provide 3 different stable coins in a pool, and get a token for that. And so at the end of the day, you can have these tokens for providing liquidity in these pools, in these living pools. And of course, they want it to be built, liquidity pools for different blockchains on the Cosmos and the Cosmos ecosystem.
Right.
So it's like a balancer or a curve aggregator for liquidity pools on different protocols within the Cosmos ecosystem, and like you mentioned, having that, but also for people locking it up, maybe for bonding for periods of times or what have you, having a lending and borrowing, like almost like an Aave curve combination, who knows? But I want to be clear, these ideas we mentioned before, that it's all win-win and there is no other side to an exchange, is true in aspect. I think to best explain the opportunity for all mechanism comes from the lending and borrowing aspect, the allowing people with access to limited amounts of capital to being able to gain exposure to the market is
Right.
from what I understand.
Now they also have a peer-to-peer insurance layer to this, where you can engage in liquidity pools using a single type of coin, and they also allow both parties to protect each other using a pop-up agreement, where whoever owns the asset on the other side of the pool can have access to insurance, right? So, and then they say that this will only cover a few pools, but it will eventually be made available to all liquidity pools in the Cosmos ecosystem. So that's interesting. That's another way to kind of move towards a positive sum outcome, where you're insuring against who knows what kind of outcomes there. I mean, I'm sure impermanent loss is one, but I would imagine that contract risk, right, would be something that would be included as well. I mean, that remains to be seen. But yes, and then the next layer is under the heading of wrapped DeFi strategies. And this is a subsystem with, they're calling these layers subsystems. But anyway, this is a layer where the user can present the strategies they have developed and then earn passive income from them, right? So they can present these strategies. If you come up with a strategy in the DeFi ecosystem, you can present that to others and then earn an income from that. So that's pretty cool. And then, so you'll have an ability to also select from pre-made strategies. So very, very cool. Because a lot of times, you just get your head wrapped around DeFi and that you understand, okay, Web3 wallet, liquidity pool, impermanent loss is an issue. But then understanding the complicated strategies that other people take advantage of to kind of squeeze out arbitrage profit, that's sometimes a bridge too far if you're just getting into this and just learning how to operate a Web3 wallet, for example, or just learning what liquidity pool is all about. So this is a way of bringing these esoteric strategies down to the level of the common person and present them as just like a table of strategies you can choose from. So I'm excited about that. I think that right there could be an educational opportunity for a lot of people.
I dig it. You want to keep going through it?
Yeah, let's keep walking down the white paper. So we have a burn to stake layer here where users who can earn the FOT token in exchange for renting their stake currency or by staking their BFOT token. And but regardless, the each chain in the Cosmos ecosystem will help provide security and as well as earn rewards. The incentive, I'm reading this as I go. The whole purpose here is the burn mechanism happens when you stake. Is this correct? As you stake your coin, you earn FOT as a result. Okay, yeah. So when you stake it into the burn to stake pool, so this will be a certain pool where you'll earn FOT as a result of putting BFOT into the burn to stake pool. So this is the
BFOT is the burnt FOT, and we're going to walk through that
right
here soon because I experimented with it earlier, and I should be able to show another example, do a live tutorial. But the idea is that once you check your JUNO wallet, and if you've been staking since December 15th, then you qualify. And if you haven't, this is a reason why. Start staking JUNO, start staking Secret, start staking Atom, Luna, Osmosis, start staking these innovative blockchains in the IBC, because this is one of the easiest ways to earn airdrops over the next year, several months. They've come out and said, if you are staking, we've done videos, as it is a fact that if you're staking Secret, you will earn airdrops in some applications, right? Same with these other chains. So, but the point is, you qualify for the FOT, you burn it, you get BFOT. Now you can take that burnt FOT and you can, that burnt FOT, and you can lock it up. You can stake it for a time. And in so doing, you, like you said, you earn stake burnt FOT, and you can earn FOT, earn more FOT.
Right. So that's cool. Now the next subsection is a little complicated, but we'll try to do our best. This is called living liquidity pools. And this is an AI. There's a neural network. But basically the idea is that this AI program computes predicted outcomes given the pool's characteristics, right? Given its giving all the different things, how many people are providing liquidity, and they calculate as much information as possible, and then they figure out what the chance is, or the risk, or the probability of an impermanent loss, and they balance it out so that the first participant and the last participant are facing nearly identical risks. So this is an AI rebalance, essentially, that is an AI computation that is done to create a liquidity pool that balances the impermanent loss risk across time. So we'll have to read more about this and get into the nuts and bolts of it further, but it does sound interesting.
And we've done a video on impermanent loss. At the end of the day, impermanent loss is a temporal phenomena. If you maintain liquidity and wait for the values, wait for the balances to change as the market's always in a state of flux, then you can mitigate impermanent loss in that regard. And plus, there are many other rewards outside of the impermanent loss, which doesn't necessarily usually mean loss at all anyway.
Right.
So
that's true, because you're getting more of the other token, right? So it rebalances.
Right. Now, that being said, they have some ways of changing it so that those people who come in at different times don't game or off of other people in the pool. And it'll be interesting to see how all this works. I do know that from the looks of the white paper, the AI, they expect a lot of this to be automated, arbitrage opportunities by exposing people to pools on different chains, which all of these are real. They're great opportunities. And this comes through an airdrop for many people in the beginning. So to see where it goes and to support it early on and to just burn it and stake it and see what happens, or exchange it and trade it and provide liquidity, whatever it is your thing to do. They've got more things that they're doing. They talk about the burn module, how that works.
This will be a way for people to burn their FOT tokens in exchange for the burnt FOT, which then can be used in the various layers we talked about.
And
so very cool.
Now
there's a lot.
Yeah, more coming.
There's quite a bit more in this on this white paper worth talking about, but do we want to jump into the airdrop part? Because I think we got the gist of it, I think.
So we'll leave it. It's their website, which is it their website? No, their website is .com. Okay. And their airdrop is Fortis Oeconomia.space /airdrop /. And we will leave a link below. Now, when you come, there will be a claim button. I already clicked it to see if it worked, and unfortunately it did. There's 5%. And as you can see, every week you claim more. So it's one of those, again, that rewards staying engaged and seeing what happens. But as you do, you have a percentage that you claim. You'll be able to, the moment you have it, once you claim it, it'll show up in your JUNO wallet as a token, because it's built on JUNO. What does it say? They have airdrops and vote drops coming later for those who voted. It's not active yet, but if you voted on JUNO proposal 14 or proposal 16, they will have a claim button available to.
Very cool.
And let's see, the airdrop. So it rewards, as we talk about, it often rewards not just staking, but participation. So getting in that Kepler wallet and voting. Now you've claimed your FOT. What do you do with it? Well, you could probably do a lot of things with it. You could probably go swap it out on JUNO Swap or somewhere, provide liquidity. I haven't actually checked all those. I kind of just said, well, let's see where they're going with this. It's the first 5%, and I'm interested to see what's happening. So you can come over to the burn module. You can take your FOT. You can see a lot of people already have burnt, and there's a BFOT supply, and then there's the well, that is the same supply, the burnt FOT. FOT. So you'll take what you have here. I have a max of 0.1. So we'll do an example of 0.5. Oh, well,
0.05.
Oh, thank you. You and your logic. Okay, 0.05. Let's do that. And it says 0.05 FOT gives me 0.5. Interesting.
Nice. So they definitely have an incentive, a burning incentive.
Let's burn that 0.05 FOT. It happens immediately. Boom, there's the balances changed. Look at the IBC, how quickly these smart contracts work and how low the costs, how low the fees are. So now that we have that BFOT, we can come over. I think there's somewhere to go over to. Let's check it out.
Yeah, let's explore it.
Oh yeah, this is it. This is the
And this is your
grand,
staking, right?
this is your staking. You can take your BFOT now, max, there's 0.5 BFOT. And you can burn that and get GFOT. And here
And
we
then you
go.
stake that, right?
And then you stake that.
Got you.
Hey, you know, 5 cents of Juno
We're
per
learning.
transaction. Try to go to Ethereum and do a transaction for 5 cents to experiment and support the new chain.
Good luck, right?
Now you've burnt your FOT, you had BFOT. Now, like the white paper said, what can you do with BFOT? You can use it in different subsystems. They have stable module coming, right? I think it's in 3 days and 8 hours. Okay. So, but right now, this module's open. You can wait, save some. There are more to claim in the next week, in the coming weeks. But if
That's
you
an interesting APR they have there too.
yeah, very interesting how that works. We'll see. And we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh yeah.
At the moment, you take that burnt FOT, you burn that for this model, the grand FOT, grand module FOT. Once you do that, whatever that number is, you can take that and you can stake it. Total staked 302 at the moment. Adding this, that's a lot. If there's 302 and I'm adding 0.000048, who knows? But this is educational. The transactions of 5 cents probably cost more than what I'm staking. This is definitely educational, entertainment information,
right?
Financial advice.
Just a demonstration.
Just a demonstration here. And there you go. You can see the BFOT supply, the burned BFOT. So, okay. Out of the people who burnt their FOT,
yeah,
you could say that the majority of them
are staking it
and are staking it in this new module and are not holding BFOT. I mean,
yeah, that's you know, because you're seeing that it's on a different scale.
36.
Right?
Let's see, is that 3.6 million? Okay, and that's 3 million. So I should be able to do the math on that in my head live, but I can't at the moment. But the percentage was, it's 5/6, whatever 5/6 is. Shouldn't we be able to do that math right now quickly?
Should.
Yeah. Okay.
We can.
We can. But anyway, that's the percentage. That's the fraction, which is
83%.
83%. Thank you. So 83%, that's how many people, that's the percentage is being turned into grand FOT at the moment. Majority.
Yeah, that shows that the community has pretty good faith in this as being something to at least to watch and see where it goes.
Follow them. They're built on Juno Network. They've got links, they've got a website, they've got a Twitter, and you know, it's not about the money. About sending a message. It's my favorite superhero in all the comics right there. That's a cute little gift. And check it out. I mean, you know what, if people are giving you, you know, free stuff and you want to support them and see if they can succeed in what they're building out, this is an opportunity for those in the Juno community in the IBC. If you're new and you're like, wow, what's going on? This is how you can participate in these opportunities by staking, and it's never too late. You're definitely early. There are many more opportunities rolling out the IBC. I think we did a little tutorial. We talked about it as much as we can know. I mean, this thing just came out. So do your own research and drop in the comments. Let us know what you learned, and follow Ryan on Twitter at Dawn of the Dow. Follow me on Twitter. We do giveaways and opportunities. We share, there's more research and information, alfalfa that comes out sooner there than we have time to make videos. So you'll definitely get some information there first. But either way, you know what to do if you like this. Subscribe, notification bell. Think we covered this one pretty well?
Yeah, I think we did.
Well, until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.
Thank you.